So the purpose of this video is to demonstrate this basic application intake software that I've come up with. It is free, it's open source, I'll put the code up on GitHub eventually, I hope. Until then, you can just email me if you want the code, and I'll just ask and I'll send you the code. So just briefly by way of background, sometimes when you're supporting a first generation social systems reform, that is when you're moving from paper-based application intake to electronic application intake, it can take a while for your software developer to come up with some basic software to allow you to start the reform, to start entering applications into a computer system. So it could take 3 to 6 months, and that's 3 to 6 months of delay. So I made a web-based application intake software that you can use. You can take it, customize it, and you can use that to get started, and you can use it as long as you want, but probably you would use it until your software developer comes up with a more permanent solution. Then you can migrate the data from your software to your new software. So let's just get started now. I'll walk you through how to use it, starting with registration. So to register, go to socialassistanceregistry.com, and you click on Home and scroll to the bottom, or Register. It's the same. So pick a username. We'll pick socialadmin51, and I'll enter email address for my business to admin. Yeah, let's use that one. And you can see I've done this before. And let's hope this works and I don't have to do another screencast. Okay, so now let's look for our confirmation email. So when you register, you sign up, you get a confirmation email, and hopefully it is, yeah, there it is. So click on that, and click on the link, and once you click on the link, it will validate you and log you in automatically and take you to the list of applications that are already in the system. So I've already entered a few. Here's some that I've entered under my name. Shafik, I signed up another account and entered one there. So let's just take a look at one of these applications. But first, this is the application number. I mean, you can make it whatever you want. You can customize it. And there's a house number, street number. I just picked these fields arbitrarily to show in the index. So people that are looking at the list of applications and submit, you can see what addresses, who's applied. The phone number of the applicant, the username of the social administrator that entered the application. This is the household size, so how many household members have been entered into the application. This is a score. Now, sometimes if you're doing proxy means testing, you'll assign a score to the household based on household characteristics that are easy to identify and difficult for the household to manipulate. And then you implement a formula, and it will come up with a score, and you have a threshold below which people qualify, above which people do not qualify for social assistance. So that is what that's about. And this is just when the application was entered. So let's take a look at an application. This one I entered 4 days ago. And so we have all the fields. Now these you can choose, bank card number, site of the interview, where was it held, house number, street address, the apartment number, municipality, blah, 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 phone number, dwelling type, is it an apartment or is it a house, how many rooms, is the condition of the dwelling. You could add different fields. You could add roof material, wall material, etc. I just picked a bunch here. And then below here you have the household members. So there's Alex, Barb, David, Charlie, ABC. And enter the genders, dates of birth, relation to household head, are they disabled. Now I'll just show you how flexible it is to change this, but let's just go through very quickly, go back to the list of applicants, and let's enter a new applicant. Okay, so let's make up a bank card number, and then let's say this one is entered in this, and house number 55, let's call it Main Street, apartment 46, and we'll put in the municipality of Hither in the district of Yonder, and let's say that's it's got to be urban. So and then let's go to invent a postal code, and then we can invent a phone number, and a mobile phone number too. And then you can say, was it an apartment? Yeah, it's an apartment. And let's see, how many rooms do we have? Oh, let's say it's a 5-bedroom apartment. And what's the condition of the dwelling? Well, you can have these choices here, and you can choose whatever you want. When you design this yourself, I'll show you the model, and you can you can edit very easily the choices and the questions and stuff. Use gas for heating? Yeah, let's say they use gas. Do they use gas for cooking? No. Let's say other appliances? Yeah. Color TV? No. Let's just say no. How many cows do we have? Like 2 cows and 4 pigs. And how much did we receive in social assistance benefits? Let's say 349. Or 359. And how many? Let's say that was for 2 months. Let's say that's when we started. So in the last 12 months, we only got that much. And how many disability? Let's say there was no disability payments and all that. Enter zeros for the rest. Anything else? No, just that I'm happy to apply, that I'm a clumsy typer. Okay, so your social administrator will enter this application interviewing the applicant. That's probably the best way to do it. And so then we click Next. Okay, so let's enter some names. Let's say it's head of the household is going to be Avon Barksdale, and he has some sort of national ID. Well, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Actually, let's put his national ID there. He's male, and we can pick now. If you want to enter the date of birth, you can pick using this, or you can enter it manually. If you enter it manually, let's say he was born in 1971 on October 31st. Okay, and let's say he's a household head. Disability, no. Okay, and then let's say we have Brianna. Did I say Barksdale? I said Barksdale. Barksdale. And people who are clumsy typers should not be social administrators. Okay, female, let's say she was born in 1977, February 21. And she's the sister of Avon Barksdale. Okay, and D'Angelo Barksdale, D'Angelo Barksdale, it's going to have some sort of ID number 2. He's male, and well, let's give Avon a disability. Maybe he got shot in the line of duty, line of his work. And so let's say D'Angelo's somewhat young, and he's going to be the nephew of Avon because he's Brianna's son, as you may recall from the TV show The Wire. Okay, so let's save that. And we have all that information saved. And so, oh, actually we don't enter a valid date. I didn't enter that properly apparently. 1992, December 12th. I'm sure that will validate. So let's save that. And as you can see, it all took nicely and happily. And you know, I got Avon D'Angelo, and it's ordered always from relative relation to head. Okay, so now let's look at the list of applicants. Voila, here's me. Here I am. Here's what I've entered. I click on that if I want to view it. You know, I can delete it. I can edit the applicant. You know, I can edit the household members. I can edit the applicant. I can go back and edit, you know, all these fields, the green fields. And if I go back here, suppose I want to edit the household members. I can do that too. See, blah 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 blah. Okay. So now let's go back to the list of applicants. Let's suppose some other social administrator is there, and I want to see. Well, let's take a look at this guy, civil servant 23, his applicant. Let's say I want to mess with it. Well, I can't. I don't have those options, and if I tried, I wouldn't be able to because I have actually written the code so that you can only edit your own applicants. So, like, you know, you download this code, you can change that as you like. Now, you're going to want to do things like search the data and do all kinds of things. You know, putting that in software, you know, I could do that, but I just thought I'd make it easy for you and allow you to download all the applicant data just by clicking download applicant data. I'll drag it. And if I can do it without being clumsy. Yes, here we are. Now, let's open this. Actually, let's save it because I want to show you something. So we'll save it. And I'm just going to put it in documents right here. And save. Okay. And then I'm going to put Excel. Okay. And that sounds quite slow. My computer's quite slow. It's because I'm doing a screen recording right now. And so let's just do this in a file. Import a CSV file. And basically it's just going to be a flat file with all the house. It's going to be an individual level data set. So let's go Documents. This is one we just downloaded. Tell it that the field, so it's there, it's delimited, yes, let's do that. And we're using commas, and oh, we're not really using tabs. And I want to tell that everything's going to be text, but really, bank card number, let's make it, treat that as text. And I think I'll use the phone number, but actually I want to treat that as text, also the mobile phone. Text, and I'll be happy with that for now. So then we import that. Yeah, let's put it here. Let's put it like that, and put it here. And okay. So here's all the data that is in the spreadsheet. Now there are only like 6 applicants, but there are more rows because it's an individual level data set, right? So here are all the household level variables. Here's do they have a color TV, a washing machine, address. It's in alphabetical order, but when you import this into Stata, you can whatever you can do with it, whatever you like. The mobile phone number, put it on. Now you'll notice that for some things it has here gas for heating 110 instead of like yes or no. But actually I've got both. I've got 1 and 0. And I've got the yes and no, which is further down. Again, site of interview, 40, 40, 20. What does 40, 20, 30 mean? Well, if we go all the way down here, we can see that I have the text, the label text here as well. And so now we're getting down to the individual level data set. So for this same household, we have Avon, D'Angelo, Brianna, and this is just household level data set, no individual level data set. Again, here's the next household. It's got the Alex, Barb, Dave, Carlos we saw, and this is the household level with no individual level data set. So the household level data set repeats for each individual, and then for individual, obviously, it's different. And so then you can import that into Stata Excel, or SPSS, whatever software package you want to use. Now, I'm going to show you the model and how easy it is to add something or to change a question. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to add a question to the questionnaire and how it actually just propagates automatically, and you only need to make the change in one place. Same procedure follows for changing a question, but I'll just add one and show you how to do that. So let's go into our model, which is where all the questions and answers are. As you can see, we have the options for dwelling condition, and then we have here a field for dwelling condition, and usually the dwelling condition choices down there that you see up here. So let's add something to describe, say, the roof material. So let's try roof material choices, and we'll make a tuple. And so before that, let's just do this. Let's just give 3 choices. So let's say slate is one choice, and we'll give that a code. See, on the household survey questionnaire, that's a choice of 1. Let's try, I don't know, tin, and that's 2. And then we'll say, I don't know, some sort of bushes or brush, or maybe I would just say other to keep it simple. I don't really know much about roof materials, so it'll have to stay like that. So now let's just add these options in our roof material choices. So let's say other, it was a slate, and we'll say slate roof will be the text that is displayed, and we'll say tin, and then we'll say tin material roof, just to add some text in there. And say other is going to be something else. Say something else. And in practice, roofs can be a combination of materials. But I'm putting this underscore here because it marks the text for translation. There's another thing I should tell you. That translation is pretty easy. You can use Django. The framework I use will just generate a file, translation file, and then you can send that to a translator. Once you get the file back, you can just do some small changes and have the site available in multiple languages very easily. So let's make sure we have all our commas there. So something else, so it looks like that. So yeah, see the roof material choices. And then in the model, we can add something like, let's say after the, what are we on, condition? Okay, let's put something there. So let's just do this. Roof material. We'll make that a choice. And we'll say, we'll call it model integer field because it's going to be represented by numbers. Let's just copy this. And we'll paste it here. And then I'll just take that out and go roof material choices. And let's do here. Roof. This will be the question, roof material. What roof material is it? So that looks like it all looks fine for now. So we'll save that here. Now actually this is on my local machine, so we gotta put this up on the server. So I'm gonna do a copy and paste. Well, let's do that. And here we are. And yeah. And let me just copy the other line. Roof material. Copy it there. Let's see, I hope I haven't forgotten anything. And condition it. And voila. And paste it. Control X. Yes, save the changes. And let's hope it all works well. I'm going to... Okay, so now it's time to synchronize the database. So I'm just going to go up into the server and scroll through my previous commands and synchronize the database. Just issued the command. And here it is. And it'll synchronize the database. And now we can go back to the website and see whether our question, or the new question we've added, is indeed there. So let's click New Applicant. And let's look at the application, and where is it? Yep, there it is, roof material right there, and it has our slate roof, tin material roof, and something else. So, yep, it's yeah, all functioning as we expect. The change in the model is propagated through to the application form, and it's just as easy as that. The database can now store the extra field, and we could download the data, and it'll show the new field in a column in the Excel sheet. So that's basically it for now. Do visit the site socialassistanceregistry.com and try it out for yourself and leave feedback. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you want the code. Okay, thanks for checking it out. Bye.